Beauty fading with age. It's what society keeps telling us. But what if aging actually makes us more magnetic, more powerful, and more beautiful than ever before?
That's such an interesting perspective, especially when you consider that women over 50 now control over $15 trillion in purchasing power globally, yet they're still somehow invisible in mainstream media.
You know what's fascinating about that statistic? It shows there's this huge disconnect between how society views older women and the actual influence they wield. I've been diving deep into research about beauty and aging, and what I've found is pretty mind blowing.
Well, let me ask you this. What exactly changes in how we define beauty as we age? Because I've noticed something interesting in how different cultures approach this.
Oh my goodness, that's such a great question. In Western culture, we're obsessed with fighting aging, spending over $50 billion annually on anti aging products. But in many Asian cultures, age brings status, and beauty is often associated with wisdom. Like in Japan, where they have this concept of kareishu, the beauty of maturity.
The cultural contrast really highlights how much of our perception is socially constructed, doesn't it? I mean, when you look at the research about confidence and aging,
Yes, studies actually show that women's self confidence often peaks in their 60s. Isn't that incredible? It's like we finally stop caring about others' opinions and start truly owning who we are. And that brings us to the first of 12 signs we're exploring today, that magnetic confidence that comes with age.
the neuroscience behind that confidence is fascinating. Researchers have found that as we age, the amygdala actually responds less to negative social feedback.
That explains so much about our second sign, that beautiful freedom from others' opinions. I was talking to a behavioral psychologist recently who said this shift typically starts happening in our mid 40s, when our brain literally rewires itself to care less about social judgment.
Speaking of rewiring, that leads perfectly into our third sign, that unique energy that older women possess. Some researchers call it emotional expertise.
Mm-hmm. And it's measurable. Studies show that emotional intelligence typically increases with age, peaking between 60 and 70 years old. That's when women are best at reading rooms, managing relationships, and navigating complex social situations.